On this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers, we head across the pond and relive the team's magical trip to Finland.
Somebody put water under my helmet. I'm gonna find out who it was. You're one of my suspects.
From trying some new foods.
What am I having here? Some fish?
Herring.
Herring. Dude, I actually like that better. No joke.
To arriving in special attire.
Our GM who loves Finland, he got us this little gift for the trip, and we've been going to sauna almost every day, so.
To dominating on the ice.
Reinhardt moves in and shoots and scores! Another short-handed goal! It doesn't matter if it's America, Canada, or Finland. They can't control Sam Reinhardt.
We have it all for you.
I'm gonna ease my way in.
This week on Primetime Panthers. Primetime Panthers is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Primetime Panthers. I'm Katie Engelson, and we are coming to you from across the pond in Helsinki, Finland, where the Florida Panthers touched down on Tuesday in preparation for the NHL Global Series against the Dallas Stars. However, before the puck dropped, some of the players got to explore Finland and see all of the local attractions that Helsinki has to offer.
All right, talk to me. What do we got? Where's the chocolate store? The purple one that you always bring. That one's so good. Everywhere I look, there's salmon.
All right, let's get some food.
Uh-oh. Okay. What's this?
This is salmon and rye bread,
So is that.
and so is that.
Okay. And I'll try your favorite first.
Well, I would say these two are my favorites.
You like this one?
Yeah.
That's good. Salmon's fresh. Salmon and rye bread. That's the famous one. What am I having here? Some fish?
Herring.
Herring.
I've been told it's herring. It's a little salty, right?
Dude, I actually like that better. No joke. I like that better. That's pretty good. That's very good. Is this just another salmon on rye bread? Different salmon? Smoked?
I think they're both smoked just different way.
I don't really like that one.
No?
No. Still love your country though, but I don't like that one as much. This one's better. The first one I had was really good. Like the traditional one, that was really good, and then this one's second. Still don't know what that is. Barky hates this one though, so I don't, maybe I'm wrong with my judgment, but.
Wait till we get to dessert.
Okay, let's try it. That's good. That's really
Is it?
Yeah, it's really good. It's like having like a little cake. Double dip.
Oh yeah. I think last time I had this was in school.
Wow. How do I attack this guy? Yeah. Looks fried. Oh yeah. Never afraid of that. That's so good.
I think this one will be.
All right, what the hell do I do with this thing?
This is just pure sugar.
I'm gonna cut my losses with this guy. I don't know which one I like better. I think I like this one. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. That's the best dessert by far. Yeah. 2 salmons and then that dessert are my winners. My top 3, any order.
All right, Matthew, well, we just got to try some local Finnish food. What were your impressions?
It was a lot of fish. The salmon were good. I'm starting to realize there's like a lot of fish and rye bread over here. Like that's a nice little parlay that the Finns are working with here. Didn't get to try salmon soup, which I'm honestly a little upset about, but I will probably be having that for every meal coming up. So it's good to be here. It was a long flight, a long travel day, but I'm very excited to be here.
What excites you most about this opportunity?
I think first and foremost, above anything else, is just for the Finns being here, like for them to be back in Finland, which could be a once in a lifetime opportunity for them. Like that's what's kind of driving me and making me most excited. I think the hockey game is probably coming second, and more like about the team bonding and being back in their home country that they're super proud of.
Time for our first break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, the trip to Finland meant a lot for some of the players, but it also meant a lot to the two coaches of the teams facing off. We sit down with both bench bosses next, right here on Primetime Panthers.
Welcome back to this very special episode of Primetime Panthers. I'm Katie Engelson. The NHL Global Series brought more than the Stars and the Florida Panthers together across the pond in Finland. It also brought two lifelong friends, head coach Paul Maurice and Stars head coach Pete DeBoer together, and the two sat down for a cup of coffee before the puck dropped in Finland.
Your mom used to make cinnamon buns. Remember that?
Yeah.
You'd bring them home from Sault Ste.
You
Marie.
would crush the floor. That was awesome. I'd be all excited. Thank you very much.
I went back to my room when I knew we were doing this, and I was thinking about the different roles we've had. We were teammates in Windsor.
Yep.
You were my captain. Then I played for you when you coached.
Oh, that's right, too. You were the
First
captain.
coaching job, yeah. Then you were my landlord. Which is the whole story. Then you were my roommate, groomsman, godfather to one of my kids.
And we meet in Finland.
It's funny how crossroads in your life take you certain spots. You had lost your vision, right? You went
In both eyes, yeah. Based on the way I passed.
If you quit at that point and go to school, you're not coaching now. You're not doing what you do now.
No, none of those things happen. There's no straight line, I don't think. I was completely conflicted and agonizing. There was no good result in the Dallas-Edmonton series for me last year. I wanted you to win. I couldn't mentally understand it. I wanted you, I'm cheering for you, but I don't want to play you. But I didn't want you to lose. It was really mixed emotions, and I couldn't get a handle on it.
Yeah. And me watching you win, once we lost it, I wanted you to win so badly. I couldn't help myself. I was sending you texts. I see something, I'm sure he sees it, but you know, if I don't send it and he hasn't seen it, I'm not gonna be able to sleep at night if he doesn't win. I'm gonna. So
is he blind?
So screw it. I'm gonna send it.
I share them with the coaches. Well, for the first 3 games we laughed and thought that was nice, and then the next 3 we're grasping at straws. So we're mapping out every text. He's got to be onto something. What a roller coaster! We spent our lifetime doing this, so we could send each other identical texts.
You think about the good fortune if we don't get drafted to the Windsor Spitfires at that time. So many things broke the right way.
You're right. Go out and surround yourself with the best people you possibly can, because that's your only chance, right? Like all the technical stuff, you can learn the game, you can learn all this other stuff, but you need a group of people around you that care about you, because you have to be kind of nurtured early on, and we were that and then some.
Yeah. No, it's great advice. Great advice.
What a special trip for all involved. Of course, the trip to Finland was a homecoming for several of the players, including Anton Lundell, who was mic'd up for practice before the Global Series got underway.
They won some championships here, so...
Finns, get up here, get in here.
What need?
This one?
There's a few pictures there. Somebody put water under my helmet. I'm gonna find out who it was. You're one of my suspects.
I promise. I can promise.
Oh!
That was NHL.
That was NHL. I saw my brother. Went home to see my family yesterday.
Okay.
It was cool.
They come to the game.
games? Yeah, they'll be here. Yep. Oh, sneaky. Good job, Blue. That was a good practice.
Time for another break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, it's time for Puck Drop. We relive both of the thrilling wins from Finland.
Here comes Rodriguez with Reinhardt and Barkov the trailer. Barkov's got it, he scores! Welcome home, Sasha Barkov! Oh, you couldn't write a better script for the Panther captain.
Primetime Panthers is presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Take back control of your life. Call 1-800-747-FREE. Don't go anywhere. Primetime Panthers on Script Sports. We'll be right back.
Little Finnish culture every day. Some food, some sauna. It's been fun. I feel like the team has come together a little bit, and we've been enjoying our time here.
You need to have your team very bonded and connected to find the collective emotion. They got to go out together. Not everybody's going to feel good on the night, and they have to be wired together. The best way I can describe it to you is if you walk by an NHL locker room in the morning skate, there'll be 2 or 3 guys in the corner laughing and 2 or 3 guys over here. And then if you walk by ours, there's 20 guys laughing. Right, they're all together. They've had dinner together every night, and they're telling jokes and telling stories. So that's where we feel we will have an opportunity to increase our emotional resilience. So we love being here for that reason alone.
The experience been great for me at least, and I think that all the guys likes it also, so that's a good thing. And at the games, it's gonna be exciting playing in front of all my friends and family, and it's a special night for me, so very excited.
Welcome back to this very special episode of Primetime Panthers. I'm Katie Engelson. The time had finally come for the puck to drop between your Florida Panthers and the Dallas Stars, and what an incredible experience it was. Can you tell us what inspired this pregame fit?
Well, our GM who loves Finland, he got us this little gift for the trip, and we've been going to sauna almost every day, so we've been wearing this for every day, and it was a good idea to wear it to the game as well.
Bill Zito was behind all of that, and nobody needs to see that would be the general answer for the coaching staff. The number one rule in coaching is never let them see you naked.
All these Finnish players that are from this area are going to put on a spectacular game here tonight.
It's one of my favorite parts of the game, the national anthem. Whether you were cheering for the Florida Panthers or you were cheering for the Dallas Stars tonight, the Finnish people, and they sang it. It was awesome. I enjoyed that very, very much. It was really well done.
There is not a seat to be had inside Nokia Arena, this great hockey country of Finland, and everybody is just jacked up for this game.
To be able to come home to Finland and play here, and especially in my hometown, drag my teammates here.
Barkov, would he love to get on the score sheet, and so would the crowd. He got a roaring ovation.
Scoring the goal was amazing.
Barkov's got it, he scores!
sure you get up a little bit more when you get to play in your hometown. So yeah, I'm sure you had a little bit of extra juice, and the hockey gods seem to be on his side.
Oh, you couldn't write a better script for the Panther captain.
For him to perform this way on the stage, it's nothing new for us to see.
Well, that's a goal on any continent for sure.
A lot of proud Finns tonight, from his third grade teacher to his Pee Wee hockey coach to all the people who had a piece of his development.
You're happy when your teammates score, but when he buries it, when Lundy buries it, it's a little bit different feeling on the bench, on the ice.
Here's Aaron Ekblad sending it, and he scores on the power play to cash it in.
Redirected out in front.
Yeah, should be Lundell's goal.
I was skating next to the glass. I saw my grandpa after my first goal, and he was just showing the thumb and cheering me up. So it was pretty a special moment. I got a lot of energy from that for sure. I can't describe how fun and important it is to see the family in the stands.
Mikkola with a big blast. He scores! They had the traffic out in front. Barkov and Rodriguez were at the net.
A lot of fans in the sports shit. I love to see it. I think that tells everybody Finnish-born players who are ready to play and give their best.
I can't imagine, being in their shoes and being in a scenario where I'm overseas and coming back home and playing in front of my hometown.
The Panthers come to Finland and led by their Finns, they get it done. They sweep the 2-game series.
Biggest thing is just playing in front of the friends and family and all the Finnish fans. So don't care about too much points, but if you get those, well, I take it.
It was a great week for us, and spending so much time together and doing different activities, like going to sauna, going to dinners, and eating Finnish food together, for some of the guys' first time. That obviously makes your chemistry in a team better.
The most important thing is the connections that you can make in your room in an unusual space. That's the value of doing something unusual like this. And it's been great. I mean, this is the longest 5-game road trip in NHL history, right? For miles. So we should get something out of this. We should get something beyond the standard day-to-day connection with our group, and I think we did.
Time for our last break here on Primetime Panthers. Coming up next, we relive the trip as a whole through the lens of our very own Katie Engelson.
Yeah, you saw a crazy Steve Goldie Goldstein jumping in the Baltic Sea after he had his sauna. We had a great day here in the bay outside of Helsinki. Oh, there he is. There he is. The only problem was he didn't sink to the bottom of the sea.
Don't go anywhere. Primetime Panthers on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to this special episode of Primetime Panthers. It's hard to script a better trip for the Florida Panthers and company. The 2 wins on the ice certainly capped a wonderful week in Finland. Before we say goodbye for the week, Katie Engelson takes you behind the scenes of this year's NHL Global Series.
Come with me to Finland for the NHL Global Series. First things first, however, our 2-week road trip started in New York, where we played 3 games. The last one was against the Sabres, the Panthers winning their 3rd consecutive game. And then we hopped on the bus where Goldie had some Timbits. Shout out to Greg of our Scripps crew for those. And that is where our 8-hour trek across the pond began. We got to the flight and Goldie was getting ready for his long nap with some hydrating spray. I also spent the majority of the flight sleeping. Goldie did give me a book to read, but I fell asleep again, so I did not finish it. When we woke up, we had an amazing breakfast. I went with a spinach and mushroom omelet. It was very tasty. I opened my window, and just like that, we were flying over Norway. The flight went by pretty fast. Then we landed in Helsinki, Finland, took a bus to the cutest hotel ever. It was so stunning. I had to get ready fast, though, because from there it was time to head to a local market where we conducted some interviews for our show. There was general media available to local journalists and those who made the trip, and we were really fortunate to get a one-on-one with general manager Bill Zito, and then did a walk and talk with Matthew Tkachuk, which you will see in our Primetime Panthers show. It was so much fun. Then on day 2 of our trip, we went on a very fun excursion, which included a boat ride to an island off of Helsinki with some other journalists from the NHL. The best part of it all was getting to share it with Randy Moeller and Steve Goldstein. Randy and Goldie always keep me laughing. There's our ride, and I'm not kidding, they are the absolute best. I'm always entertained by their antics. Once we got to the island, we had an amazing 3-course meal, lots of fish. The first was a cured fish for an appetizer, which was my second favorite. You'll see Goldie showed it off here. My favorite of all, though, was the dessert. They have the most incredible chocolate in Finland. They actually brought quite a bit home. After lunch, it was time to enjoy what all the Finns do, and that is the sauna. The boat had a built-in sauna, and then it was time to jump in the Baltic Sea. Randy and I watched Goldie, who said it was pretty cold. It sure looked like it. Following Goldie's dip in the Baltic, Randy decided to give us a post-game report.
Wrap there, folks. Yeah, you saw crazy Steve Goldie Goldstein jumping in the Baltic Sea after he had a sauna. We had a great day here in the bay outside of Helsinki. Oh, there he is. There he is. The only problem was he didn't sink to the bottom of the sea.
Those two are always joking around. From the excursion, I went back to the hotel to get ready to shoot some stand-ups with our awesome shooter, Jeff. He found a great location for us. It was on the Baltic Sea and so gorgeous. After a couple days in Helsinki, it was time to hop on the train with the team and head to Tampere, the hometown of the captain, Alexander Barkov, where the 2 games against the Stars were played. Practice was held the first day, and then just like that, it was game day. Lots of media in attendance. The Florida Panthers showed up in their sauna robes, fully embracing the Finnish culture, so I obviously had to ask Alexander Barkov about that. And the Cats were dominant. Florida extended their win streak to 5 games, winning all 5 on the road trip, including the 2 against the Dallas Stars in the NHL Global Series. All in all, it was an incredible trip. So many great memories were made that will last a lifetime, and I hope you all enjoyed. That does it for this very special episode of Primetime Panthers. Now we're about to hop on a long flight back to South Florida, but don't worry because the Cats will be back at Amerant Bank Arena in no time. We'll see you next week right here with all new content on Primetime Panthers.
Primetime Panthers has been presented by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys.